Welcome back to As the Crow Flies on the Mass Transit Channel and our series on the Litany of Trust by Sister Faustina Maria Pia with the Sisters of Life. Thank you for joining us. Here is today's episode. That not knowing what tomorrow brings is an invitation to lean on you. Jesus, I trust in you. Not knowing what tomorrow brings, that's where most of us struggle. We want clarity. We want direction. We want certainty. But today's petition invites us somewhere very different. Not into clarity, but into trust. Sister Faustina writes, "We all know what we want for tomorrow. We want more. More of whatever goodness we had today. And isn't that true? We don't just want tomorrow. We want a better tomorrow. A more secure tomorrow. A more successful tomorrow. A more predictable tomorrow. But what happens when tomorrow doesn't unfold that way?" Sister Faustina tells a story of a man named Steve, a husband, a father of 5. He leaves a job he doesn't love, takes a leap of faith, moves his family to a place full of promise. And then, nothing. Opportunity after opportunity falls through. Weeks turn into months, and at night he lies awake, holding his crucifix, begging God for help. He had nowhere else to lean. And then something changes. A priest gives him simple advice. Every morning, thank God for the job He is going to provide. Not might provide, not could provide, will provide. Sister Faustina writes that his prayer became filled with a trusting gratitude for God who loved him and knew what he needed. And eventually, the job comes. Not just any job. A job far beyond what he had asked for. And then Sister Faustina gives us this line. The trial had turned into a gift. That's hard to hear sometimes. Because when we're in the middle of trial, it doesn't feel like a gift. It feels like confusion, like silence, like being forgotten. But what if God isn't absent in that certainty? What if He's inviting us deeper into trust? Sister Faustina turns our attention to the Blessed Virgin Mary, a young girl hearing the angel Gabriel, being told her entire future is about to change. She doesn't know what tomorrow brings, not really, but she knows this: Jesus is in it. And Sister Faustina writes, though she did not know the future, she was able to rest knowing Jesus was in it. That's the invitation, not to figure everything out, not to control every outcome, but to live with this quiet confidence. Jesus is in my tomorrow, even when I can't see it. Then Sister Faustina gives us another image, the Apostle John, at the Last Supper. Everything is shifting. Tension is rising. Jesus is speaking about what's coming, and no one fully understands. But John does something remarkable. He leans on the heart of Jesus. He stops trying to understand everything, and instead, he chooses to stay close. Sister Faustina writes that John stopped trying to grasp everything and simply decided to be devoted to Him. That's trust. Not having all the answers, but staying close anyway. Not knowing the future, but leaning on the one who does. And in that moment, Jesus speaks words we still need to hear today. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid. Sister Faustina reminds us the peace he gives is sturdier, coming from the confidence that the unchanging God is with us. That's the difference. The world's peace depends on everything going right. God's peace remains even when things don't. So today we're invited to ask, where am I trying to control tomorrow? Where am I losing peace because I don't have answers? Where is Jesus asking me to lean on him? Maybe today we begin like Steve, thanking God in advance, not because we understand, but because we trust. That not knowing what tomorrow brings is an invitation to lean on you. Jesus, I trust in you. If you'd like to pray the Litany of Trust daily with Sister Faustina, there's a YouTube link in the description of this video where you can do just that. God bless you.